Hi people, what is going on? It is Road to Natural Pro, episode 21, I believe. Pretty crazy, man. 21 episodes in. I'm going to be going to LA Fitness today, but it's actually going to be a different LA Fitness. So I guess that'll be cool, whatever. We have an upper body day today. I just calculated my macros on my meal plan from my coach, and I'm currently eating 3,500 calories on training days, which is a lot. Definitely growing. I was like 197 out of nowhere this morning. I was 195 on Tuesday, then 196 on Wednesday, then 195 on Thursday, and then today, Friday morning, I was 197, which was a little weird. I've been a little worried about how fast my rate of gain has been on this bulk. I trust my coach 100%, but I want to make sure I'm following the plan to a T as well. And this rate of gain will probably slow down a little bit, but I've been consistently a little over a pound a week gaining. So, I mean, maybe that's a little bit too much. Maybe it's fine. I don't know, but I'm probably going to get big as hell on this bulk, which is exciting, but also daunting because the next time I cut will be probably a little longer, but it won't be as long as the last one, I assume, because last one was 7-8 months, which was really because I had just gotten way too big, way too fast. People, I think, forget to realize, I know it sounds really obvious, but just how different bulking and cutting is. Hypothetically, if you're experienced enough to not have the side effects, you can cut pretty fast with keeping a lot of muscle, but you can't really bulk that fast properly. If you just immediately coming off of a cut into 500 calorie plus surplus, you're gonna gain a lot of fat very, very fast. And it honestly gets to a point on the bulk where if your body fat percentage is too high, you're not in a good muscle building state, and you're just going to be proportionally putting on even more fat. So that's something really important to keep in mind. But the other big difference with bulking and cutting is when you switch. If you're coming off of a cut going into a bulk, it's really, really important to reverse really well and slowly add calories in, because you're in a state of, once again, when you're coming off of the cut, a propensity to put on more fat with food than muscle because of the state your body's in and how depleted it is, that it just wants to hold on to that. But if you're coming off of a bulk into a cut, you can pretty immediately go right into a deficit if that's the way you choose to do it, with no real legitimate bad effects, if that makes sense. You won't lose more muscle if you do it that way. You don't necessarily have to do that. It might be harder for people to not ease into it. It might be easier for some people to just go straight into a deficit. But that's just another way that bulking and cutting are extremely different, and people try to apply the same rules to both, and it doesn't work well. And I personally have definitely done the bad part of those things. And by that I mean the biggest thing is coming off of a cut, going straight into a big surplus. The first time I ever did that, I went from about 180 and in about maybe 6 months, I want to say. Probably that time frame was probably June to December. I think the first time I ever did that, I went from about 180, very, very depleted, cut really, really hard, potentially even too hard, and then I just started trying to eat as much as I possibly could, went straight into a big surplus, and I gained 50 pounds in that 6 month span, which is not good. I was very, very fat. So there's that. That's kind of where I'm at on the bulk. It'll be interesting to see. One question I kind of have for my coach that realistically probably isn't even an answerable question. Like, he probably can't even have an answer on this because it's going to depend on how things go. I'm interested to see how long this book is going to be. Like, is this like an 8-month thing? Is this a 6-month thing? Is this a 4-month thing? Is this a year-long thing? I don't even know. Part of that probably depends on the level I want to be at when I do compete. But I'm finally starting to notice like what it feels like to be pushing food a little bit. 3,500 calories is a pretty good amount of food. I feel like my body has adjusted and I'm not hungry all the time. But it is definitely still, I'm not having a hard time getting all of it down. Let's say that. I'm hungry for every meal. I don't know if being too full is ever going to be a problem for me, to be honest. My appetite is that of a very obese person, because that's what I used to be. I feel like at this point in the video, I'm just sitting here yapping way too much. So I'm going to finish my pre. Probably should have already finished it. I do this literally every single time. And then I'm going to go to the gym. Got an upper body day. So we got some chest stuff, some tricep stuff, some back stuff, some bicep stuff. And it's going to be a good day. I'm excited to train. I'm going to train really hard. I think my training has gotten so much better over the past few months as I've gotten further into my lifting career. And also getting more food and having more energy to go do it. So I'm going to kill it today. I will see you in there. Once again, using my phone and just propping it up on my water bottle. Alright, that was literally 7 minutes of yapping. I'll see you there. Alright, that was a lift. I almost forgot to record this part of the video, but I didn't fully forget. So, I feel like I'm looking pretty decent. I definitely feel like I'm growing. I'm a lot bigger, pushing the calories. They're going well into the workout. They're helping me out. I feel like I'm pushing really hard. I think I'm growing. I look a lot bigger and fuller. Sometimes I feel fat, sometimes I feel big, but that's kind of just the way things go when you're bulking. I just made a TikTok about this, but I'm the strength and conditioning coach at my old high school, right? I think I've talked about that before. And I saw one of the baseball players there that I've been working with at school, and he was working out because I had the day off from school today. And I saw him there, said, "What's up?" We talked a little bit, and then we went off and did our own workouts, whatever. And then he came back up to me at the end, and he said, "Wow, man, I didn't realize your physique was so good, whatever. You look completely different in like a compression shirt." That made me feel pretty good. That was a nice boost of confidence. Not getting a big head from that, but it's nice to see that, hard work is paying off and people are recognizing that. It's always nice to see. But I think it also goes to show, how much, as a natural especially, how much smaller you look. It goes for everyone, really. Outside the gym, with no pump products, no actual pump, looser fitting clothes, you look a lot smaller. Normally I'm in like a sweatshirt and sweatpants when I'm at school like that. And obviously today I'm wearing a compression shirt. I also think part of it is the compression shirt effect. Especially on a bulk, it's like a push-up bra for guys. It holds everything together a little bit when you're a little more flabby. It covers up the fact that you have little to no vascularity. And all it is just a little bit of like your shape. And that's why compression shirts are elite, especially on a bulk. I am leading the campaign for that. I just spit everywhere. I've been talking about that a lot on TikTok, a little bit on Instagram, a little bit on Shorts, blah, blah, blah. But compression shirts are elite, and they need to be taken more seriously. I'm now on a mission to create the greatest compression shirt of all time, and that is how I'm going to break the fitness industry. So watch out. Fortress Apparel is going to be known for their hats and their compression shirts. Maybe sweatpants one day, because that's what I wear to the gym every day at this point. Compression shirts are extremely versatile. First of all, you can have a short sleeve, a no sleeve, or a long sleeve, which I think is very great. They all have their own benefits. But even if you wear a short sleeve, you can roll the sleeves up, show more of the delts. If you have no sleeves, you can show a little bit more of like shoulders, chest, blah, blah, blah. All I'm saying is compression shirts are elite and they need to be taken more seriously. In my opinion, they look better than beaters, especially on a bulk, because, I don't know, I feel like beaters are a little more like dirty feeling. Compression shirts are a little more like put together, but at the same time, it makes you look great. So, get yourself a compression shirt because they are elite. That's my rant about that. And go home, have my post-workout meal. Something I forgot to talk about. I did have my lava cake for the first time in a while yesterday because I've been having the stomach problems. And immediately, stomach ache, had to go to the bathroom. Not good, not pretty. So, I think I've narrowed it down to two things what's been bothering my stomach. It's either the eggs or the protein powder. And so that's, 40, 45 grams of protein that I have to replace in my lava cake. So what my coach and I did is we took out the protein powder and the egg and replaced it with three Oikos 000 Greek yogurts. So that's 45 grams of protein because there's 15 grams of protein in each one. That's how we replaced the protein for the day. And I had no stomach ache today. That's what I had today instead of the whey protein powder and the eggs. So, pretty sure I'm either having a tough time digesting eggs or the protein powder. And I feel like there's a decent chance it's the protein powder. I think my stomach is kind of rejecting whey protein. And I'm starting to hear from other people that, PE science sometimes gives people stomach aches. I have one testimony from someone else that says it hurts their stomach. So PE science is on thin ice with me, especially, first of all, because of that might be the reason for my stomach ache. But second of all, I made the lava cake with PE science. Out of 365 days, probably 350 of them were all with PE science. I tagged them in every video. I tagged them all the time. I reached out to them multiple times. And when I finished, I did 365. I reached out to them again. I said, what are the chances? I've been supporting your company for a year straight, posting every single day, free, whatever. I've been supporting your brand for a long time. I've made this lava cake recipe with your protein powder for 365 straight days. Is there any way I could become an affiliate, get a code? I think it'd be cool. I like the products normally. And I want to support and promote your brand. And this is like the second or third time I've reached out while I did the lava cake thing. And they're like, nope, sorry, we don't have any room. You can use some like referral code and then you can get like 10% off your next purchase. And I said, thank you very much. That sounds good. But in my head, I'm kind of like, dang, I feel like I put a lot of work into this. I've literally done this for every single day for a year straight. Kind of over it, done with the lava cake thing now. So, PE Science, they want to sponsor me one day. I do like their products. We'll see if they're the problem in terms of my stomach ache. But, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to stay true to my word. They're getting downgraded for me right now. Stomach ache and, I know you don't have unlimited codes to give out to people. That's not how it works. I understand that. But it was a little bit of a knife to the heart a little bit because I feel like I've been supporting them for a long time. I know I'm not a big account, so I can't really complain. But, PE Science, you lost a good one. Just kidding. I don't know. It's not like I have some big vendetta against them now, but that's kind of tough. Kind of tough. So we'll see if that's the problem. I kind of hope it's the protein powder that's causing my stomach problems, whether it's just PE Science, the brand, or whey in general, and not the eggs, because eggs are, this is like scientifically proven, the most like nutrient dense food, singular food in the entire world. Like the egg yolk has the best like micronutrient profile of any food, and it's the most nutrient dense food there is. So I really do not want to have a problem digesting eggs because they're so good for you. I love eggs. I love the way they taste. I love having them in the morning. I really hope I can add eggs back into my diet and I don't have some like, I don't know what you even call it, allergy or whatever you call it to eggs, because that would suck. If it's whey protein, you know, I can just eat more food. I can just eat more protein from other things. Like, I have no problem eating 3 Oikos Greek yogurts. It probably fills me up more than the protein powder anyway. It's not a bad thing to get protein from whole food sources rather than protein powder. I'd much rather that be the problem. So that's me crossing my fingers and hoping that's what it is. But yeah, I think I'm rambling on a little bit too much now. Overall, great workout. I made sure to get this one done. I think the lighting was honestly a little off for a lot of those clips, so I do apologize for that. I try to normally lower the exposure a little bit because I think sometimes the gyms get too bright, but when I'm in different areas, it's like too dark. And what's weird about it is when it's like right up and I'm looking at it, yeah, the lighting will be fine, look really good. And then when I like set it on the ground and I move away from it, then it gets really dark. But by then I'm already like locked into my set. And it's kind of, there's no going back once I do that. I'm not going to restart my set a million times and have my workout suffer. Because at the end of the day, when I'm doing this, even if I'm recording, my main goal is to have the best workout I can possibly have every single time over the recording quality. So I apologize if those clips were bad, but this video is probably going to get 40 views anyway, so who the heck cares? So peace out. I will see you in the next one for episode 22. It might be legs this Sunday before football starts, but there is another London game, so I'll have to get up early, but you know, that's not necessarily a big problem. Peace out. Happy hunting.